Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tub Talk. This is Tub's Gone Wild on this one. We are not barely legal anymore. We are 21 and out of drinking age.
Oomsa, oomsa.
So you got me, Viz.
And me, Sable.
And we're in a hot tub drinking some, well, I'm drinking some beer. She's drinking... Did you forget?
I got a case of the Dom. I forgot what it was called. Strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper.
You know, they need to make a soda called the Dumb, so that way you can say I got a case of the Dumb.
That would be pretty funny.
Think of that one. If you see that one, that was coined by us. We get properties. And I'm drinking the Rolling Rock, nice cheap beer, good for just sitting around, drinking, chilling.
You're rolling with the homies?
Rolling with the homies. I had a guava lemonade beer earlier and a pineapple cider, so yeah, I'm good. I'm lubricated. I just got the lube already, which is a different kind. So, but yeah, no, 21, ready to go. We have some explaining to do. So,
a little bit.
The last title of the last Tub Talk was Atlantic Water Mall Food. So, when you are turning audio into an editing program, and it gives you back what you're saying in text.
Yeah.
Apparently, that audio to text mispronunciates the words or kind of interprets.
It attempts to interpret what we're saying.
Yeah. So, authentic Guatemalan food is now Atlantic Water Mall food.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see what it does this time with it.
Yeah, and rather than me being Viz, I'm the Miz.
Yeah, this is the first time it's done that. Every other time it's got it right.
Yeah, I'm a famous wrestler all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I had too much of that authentic Guatemalan food. There's the pronunciation. Hopefully it doesn't mess it up again today.
Yeah. Sometimes it's pretty funny, and I have to go back and listen. I'm like, what in the hell were we talking about? What? And then I'm like, oh, okay.
We were talking about Atlantic Water Mall food. I mean,
no, when I messaged you that today, I'm like, I had no idea you had that last night.
Yeah.
And you were all kinds of confused.
I was confused. I had no idea what she was talking about. Like, are you off your meds? Like, what's going on? Are you on some meds?
I might be on some good ones. Who knows?
I'm just curious if I say Atlantic Water Mall food, if it now changes it to authentic Guatemalan food, because that would be funny.
You never know. Some of these are going to have to turn into the wildest things AI thinks we said.
Yeah.
And what we actually said.
So speaking of the beers and the drinking and the fact that we're 21, so I got home today and I had to immediately hit a beer. I just had to. I looked at our war, and we're fighting a team. Yeah, we're punching up from 100 million, blah, 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 blah. Big whoop. But we're facing a team that we should have beaten. Easily.
Yeah.
Maybe the last room, having a Mephisto, that might have slowed us down, but I didn't see any teams that they had that were nothing that we hadn't seen before, and we shouldn't just single tap the thing. Maybe, in a big punch up, losing a character and just, going in and cleaning up your own mess. Maybe, a handful of those, maybe 2 handfuls, so 10 maybe losses. But nothing else, nothing crazy.
And I was holding my teams because everything was like I would be punching way down on, and it seemed like it'd be a waste.
No, it's not a waste, just go and do it.
That's what I started to do. When I was like, nobody was hitting Young Avengers, I'm like, I'll do it.
We're getting these wars, and we're losing basic matchups. And people are combat canceling on stuff that doesn't make any sense. Like, why are you even using the team? Or they're losing a really basic counter, like Gamma into Extreme, barely punching up, and you're losing. You're losing, I don't know, it was just frustrating. It was like, and then I've got...
Well, and it was a weekend.
6 different alliances that are having people ask me, like, hey, what should I use to hit this? And every single one of them, I just copied and pasted Wife's infographic and put it there. It's like, it's there in the Discord.
Yep.
Like,
I had it open in the background all day so I could go back, okay, what You know,
Like, if it's a
too much
variation, I totally get it. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you know, we're doing it extreme, except for they put, you know, Colossus even. You know what I mean? Instead of somebody. It's like, is this the same counter? Yes, it'd be the same counter. Those are completely understandable questions. But when it's the same counter to the same team that we've been seeing for the same war season for the last now 2 weeks, and there's probably 5 different sheets in different places for you to see, like, come on now. And they're not even asking, hey, can I punch up this much? No, no, no. What's the counter?
Yeah.
Copy and paste.
Like, we've got everything at your disposal.
Yeah.
Look for it. But that's just this problem with the generation and this game in general. They want to be spoon-fed the information.
Yeah.
They want to be, here's this, here's that. They don't want to do research. They don't want to figure it out on their own. Here you go. Just what does.
Yeah, just ask. Which I don't mind the questions. I really don't mind the questions. But the content of the question, I do. Like, I love being asked questions. If it's stuff that makes me go, let me go see.
Yeah.
But when it's just stuff that's there already that we've done, it's like, come on now. I've got a lot of people that have a lot of questions. Like, the ones that are repetitive and doing those kinds of things, like, you guys should know better.
Mm-hmm.
You should know better. And you should know there's places to go look. I know there's a bunch of channels, but it's going to be under war, and it's going to be in one of those. Like, it's pretty simple. Like, I try to do it every couple weeks. And it's like, if you're asking what tunes to upgrade for DD7 or DD6, guess what? There's a gear upgrade guide that I have there. And I upgrade it once a month, or update it once a month. So they're there. The information's there. Just please give it a gander. Just go take a look-sees. Tomorrow I'm probably going to update the gear guide again, just because it's the second week of the month, and I usually take a look through it. But honestly, I don't think there's really any changes. The only thing is adding North Star and Guardian. I mean, that's the real only addition. I added the rest of the merch for money because we knew they were coming.
Mm-hmm.
So they're already there, and they're amazing. And I don't say no to taking Deadpool to DD7. I don't say no. I don't say yes, but I don't say no. Like, I'm having a lot of fun watching him be a Greg. It's hilarious to me.
Yeah.
He will die and he'll come back and he'll shoot somebody and he'll die and he'll come back and he'll shoot somebody. It's awesome. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it's getting use out of Deadpool, and I'm cool. It's awesome. So I would not say no. Is there better mutant gear spent other places? Probably. I think North Star.
He's pretty cheap. He's only got like one or two.
Oh, he was cheap. Him and Old Man Logan cost less than what APOC would have.
Yeah.
So, I was like, okay, I'll take the 2 rather than just the 1. But North Star probably better than he is. Nightcrawler probably better than he is. The unique is way harder for Nightcrawler. I think Deadpool uses it's either the Invisible Woman one, the Jubilee one, or the Serums. I can't remember, but not off the top of my head.
Yeah,
but it was something I had a bunch of, so I was just like, yeah, let's do it. It sounds like fun. And I'm having fun with it, which is the biggest part of the game, is to have fun. So,
yeah.
The one I'm kind of disappointed in is Kingpin. He's another one that's super cheap. He's a skill character, so there's not a lot of skill to take, although the Spider Society are skill, so I kind of overlooked that a little bit because I thought they dual tag, so you'd be able to use a little bit of both and it'd be cheaper. But no, they're just skill gear. So, but yeah, I took Kingpin. Looking back, probably would have changed that. But I love my Underworld, and that big motherfucker just sits there and takes a beating. So, even though he tries to be a traitor and jumps over the other side,
stuck over there. Hilarious.
Yeah, he's great on that team, and so I kind of had to give him a, here you go, buddy. But if I were to go back and change, I'd probably change Kingpin. That's my one change. And I would have brought up somebody else skill-wise, probably Pav first. Probably Pav first. Yeah, I think Pav. I was trying to decide Penny or Pav, and I think Pav. That probably been the
Yeah, I
first
think
one.
he might be one I'm working on, but I don't know. Not really. I've got one. I still haven't gotten the health catalysts. Those away on several. Black Knight, I'm only missing a couple of pieces of the stupid rings. But I'll get there when I get there. I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah, so like it's gonna be
I'll wait
quick
until
once you
like
do get
105, 110 comes out, and then hopefully I can go through and just hit auto.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like that.
Probably not. Probably not, because I know I did that with DD6. I tried to go in not that long ago just to see what would happen, and my tunes were destroyed. And I'm like, how is I dying now when I can't even?
Yeah.
When I one-shot it before, but okay.
I think I'm pretty set up for the second node. So I've been 7 attacks now through the first node, and I have 2 people to go, and that's going to let me reset all my abilities in preparation for the second node. So I think I'm pretty well set up, and yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm actually kind of playing them. I'm not really just going through and hitting auto like I used to. I'm actually kind of trying to play them.
Yeah, this one might be one of those you actually beat me. Although you did it to sus too, by hours.
I don't think so. I think you got me with sus.
I thought you did.
Oh, no, I did, because then I went and helped you with yours.
Spend cores.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Had I spent the cores, and then
Yep, that's right. Because you were getting frustrated on that last one, and then I was like, no. And yeah.
And I was behind because I was waiting for legendaries, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll just take Phoenix. At least it lets me start them.
Yeah, I ended up getting it so Phoenix didn't die on the first hit, and then that's what ended up passing you through that legendary, that node. So, yeah, I remember that now. Yeah. Yeah, she was just getting one shot, and I was like, why did I even bring her?
Yep.
Didn't do anything.
But it allowed me to start the node, so I really it didn't matter.
Yeah, true.
But
it's a waste of gear at that point in time.
Yeah. She got me some wins in Crucible and some other war, and when that.
Yeah, but waiting for that osmium, it was probably worthwhile to do it. So, and that was before we had things like Old Man Logan and yeah.
Before there was more useful tunes for things.
Right.
And a lot of it you get back. Some of it you'll get back super easy because nobody uses this stuff.
That's what I forgot to do today. I don't know why, I just reminded myself, but I forgot to look up the counter thing for my stream deck and see how it worked and all that on my streaming, because I've got more of a plan set together for Titan Talk discussions, TTD, and we're going to make it into like a little competition. It's going to be kind of fun. We're going to have a round for questions. Then we're going to have a round for discussion, which they get to kind of argue their points a little bit. And then we'll have a fire round in which they'll be asking Jarvis. So if you're going to be on Titan Talk discussions, start looking at your Jarvises now and seeing what ISOs he recommends and what T4s he recommends.
T4 confident.
Because it's going to be a fire. What do they call it?
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Thank you. A rapid fire of questions on those, all concerning Jarvis. So it's going to be like Kingpin's T4, Craven's ISO, Deadpool's T4. Just going to go like that. And you got to quick fire. You got to give me the answer correct or not, and you're going to get points if you get it right. And yeah, that'll go through to see who wins. So it'll be kind of fun. It'll basically be like the rest of it will be how much of a lead you have going into that by how well your discussions and your questions go. How many points you bring up that are good points, that are solid points, and then that'll be your rapid fire, and we'll see who wins at the end of it. And that person will get 30 seconds to do a shout out. You can shout out to your mom, you can shout out to your spouse, you can shout out your channel, what you're streaming, doesn't matter, whatever you want to do. And yeah, it'd be kind of cool. I think that'd be fun.
Should be.
Yeah, it'd be pretty nice. But I just got to figure out how to lay it out on the screen now and make it make sense, and then we'll be good to go. Good to go. So our last Tub Talk was fun.
Mm-hmm.
We had some good discussions. It was after that Mexican food, so I don't remember a lot of it because I was in a food coma. But yeah, we had a good time.
I don't remember what comes out my mouth 2 seconds ago, so.
Yeah, true. Sometimes it's like that.
I forget what I'm saying mid-sentence some days.
And speaking of which, speaking of things that come out your mouth. Okay, yeah, okay, that's. But we had a guy in Discord today talking about. He was in a Starbucks, and a barista was getting yelled at, complained at, Karened by some Karen, and then she wasn't happy with one thing, wasn't happy with the other, and just making that poor barista's life a living hell.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked, I said, did you say anything to help, or did you watch? And he's like, well, towards the end, basically, I, told her, hey, why don't you just, kind of leave her alone, type of thing. And she turned and gave me this glare and then walked out. And my thought is why wouldn't you do that right off the bat? Be like, hey, that lady's she's just doing her job.
Right? You ordered a drink, it comes with whipped cream, she put whipped cream on it.
Yeah.
You didn't say no whipped cream.
Yeah.
Standard
She's
made
just
drink.
doing her job. Why are you getting all upset at her? And honestly, I think if more of us just do that as a person, just be like, hey, leave the lady alone. Let's stick up for these cashiers and these waitresses and these baristas and
right. They're doing their job.
People like that are doing they're probably young kids. I mean, yeah, they're making more now, so it's like whatever, but we're not going to get into that wage thing again because people are on both sides of that. But either way, they're there, they're taking time away from their family, their whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're schooling to come do a job, to make money, to be able to live in this crazy world we got going.
I think that goes back to olden days where it's just the entitlement. Well, they're working for me. They're I'm paying them for this. They need to do it my way.
Yeah, which is
and that
bullshit.
Entitled.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, if you didn't order it that way, they're not going to give it to you that way because they can't fucking read your mind.
And the worst part about it is then that next guy that comes up and he's trying to be polite about it, she's
already been in a bad mood.
Now she's going to be like, oh, and then you're going to get the shitty service because of that person. Yeah. And it's too bad. It's unfortunate, but let's say things earlier. Those of us, those listening to this video, there we go. We had to. Let's be the better. Oh wow, what is the word here? Being. Let's be the better. Because we can't
entity?
Say person.
I know, right?
Let's be the better. Let's be the better being. Let's be the one that sticks up for others.
We should be lifting people, not putting them down.
Lifting others.
Like nobody's better than anybody else.
No.
You could be better at playing Magic than me, sure. Does that mean you're better at everything and better person than me because I don't know how to do one thing? No.
No computers, that's for sure. So.
Like, I don't understand. I don't know. I've never understood that.
And the world, the way it is, that karmic justice, like, you just hope one day, that lady yelling at this girl, like, gets off of work and she's sitting there with a flat tire asking for help. And this girl, like, actually pulls over and says, like, I remember you. You're the one that yelled at me in line.
Right.
Like, I didn't appreciate that. I'm going to help you, but just in the future, be kind to people.
Right, because you never know.
Does the right thing, but lets this lady know, like, that was a ridiculous way. Like,
with act. You back in the day when your yard duty teacher, the guy that would yell at you for doing crap on the playground, you were then his boss.
Oh, man, John. Yep. I came to work in the hall, and he was the CO, and I moved up in the ranks, and he stayed as the CO, and I was his boss.
Yeah.
I was the supervisor.
You just never know. That person you're nagging on the street corner because you think they're homeless, and they're taking up your space and can't be there. They could be a multimillionaire just watching to see what people do.
Yeah, John used
just like that show, What Would You Do?
Man, he used to pick on us. He used to bug my buddy James, like, he'd be like, I know you're going to do something today. He would just follow us around to see if we did anything wrong. And then, like, he took my buddy Richie a couple times and slammed him up against the wall. And, like, he had that police mentality about him. And, then 10, 15 years later, now I'm his supervisor. He was a good guy. He was really a good guy. You could tell he was young when he was doing the yard duty thing and just like, like, oh. And then, went to the hall and started working there. And he'd been there for a while before I got there. But, yeah, you never know who you're going to be in charge of or who's going to be in charge of you. Treat everybody with respect. Who you're going to need help from. Running down the street and you have, flat tire or, your kid's choking and you need help and, whatever. Like, you never know who's going to be there. Just be kind to people in general. And if you see somebody that's being rude to somebody, just intervene. Just be like, hey, what do you need? Not stop yelling at this poor person right here, or poor being right here, whatever we're going to go with. And, just tell me what you need. Or what can I do to help? Or you tell me so I can get it made for you instead. So you don't have to use your anger against this worker. So, I don't know. It's just something. We need to start
90% of it comes down to communication. Because people don't know how to communicate. Because they're not teaching that to these kids anymore. They lash out. They throw things. Nobody sits down with a kid. Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
What can we do so that you don't lash out? Because they're taught to bottle it up. You can't cry. You can't express yourself. Tell me what the hell is wrong so I can fix it.
Right.
And I'm the number one at that. I do not do that. Nope. I bottle that shit up.
Oh, yeah.
But this kind of goes into the game. I'm sorry, if you are a Mephisto owner and you are in a lower level alliance and you're the dude carrying your alliance, don't put that shit on D to make other people's life miserable. Put that motherfucker on offense. Stop putting Mephisto on defense.
Yeah.
Like, seriously?
I mean, there's a plus and a negative about that.
To these people that they will,
I mean,
it's stupid.
I mean,
stupid.
Yeah.
No, stupid.
I don't know. If we had people with Mephisto, I'd want at least one on D. I wouldn't put multiple, but I'd put at least one. So if that's the only one in their alliance, I can see them having one.
Yeah, so they win by one room because nobody can clear it. Because by the time you get to him and get there,
we should have one tapped everybody. There should have been no problems. We maybe should have had 10 losses by the time we got there.
Yeah. Well, I knew it was in that room. I had a feeling it was
I did too.
there.
That's why I went around it.
I was like, we should have just went for it and tried to clear him earlier because then we could have probably cleaned up the rest.
No, we didn't have the participation we should, and people messed up a lot. So it just happens. It's frustrating, but it just happens.
But don't be a meanie. Do not put...
Don't be meanies. Don't be meanie,
especially when you know now that he is so super buffed because people whined and complained, and you know he's going to need a 2 or 3 tap. No. I don't know. That's just like putting Derek Jeter in a high school team because you can. Whatever. Go back down to the minor leagues because you can and decimate everybody.
Yeah, I mean, there's adult leagues absolutely out here that have professional players playing, and they do that same thing.
That's cheating.
Yeah, but it's just the way that the game goes. I mean, I'm not mad for him for that. I totally get it. We should have done better. That's our fault. We should have done better.
It's a dick move.
Maybe, but we should have done better. Honestly, the two things that tripped us up were having the 2 mercs for money that we saw. We had too many losses on that.
Well, yeah, because did nobody use the counters? We just busted our ass finding.
I tried using the one and it didn't work, but mine was 1.4 million punch up.
Well, and the other one I saw had Red Guardian on it because they're getting rid of the pre-taunt. They have the pre-taunt tank, so then you can't ability block with Weapon X right off the bat. You'd have to go after, and then you're screwed.
Yeah.
That's a dick move too.
That's smart. That's the way it should be. Mephisto's kind of like a cheat code, but putting pre-taunts and stuff like that on defense, it's smart. That's what you should be doing.
I might need to do that next.
But yeah, Mephisto's a cheat code.
Yeah, I think I had 5 wins this form.
Yeah.
These are pretty good.
You had 5. I had 2, I think, on every count, so I had 6.
I went 13 for 13.
No, actually, I think I had
my last 4 attacks.
I think I had 3 on each account. I think I had 3 D wins. I don't know. I think we did well. We were ahead in defensive wins.
Yeah.
We should have been way ahead as far as points. I don't know what happened. I ran out of stuff, and I wasn't going to core the Blitz store to buy credits. Like, we're losing. I'm not buying 2 more attacks and spending 500 cores. Like, no way, dude. Like, this isn't going to work this
No,
way.
not when you had other people sitting on full attacks.
Well, no, he finished up attacks. There were some that had some, but, you know, it's everybody has their own life. I get it. It's Father's Day weekend. I understand that. It's a busy thing. Then get them in earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. We just didn't see people getting them in early. If they're going to be late, we didn't see. It's just like, it was just kind of a
That's why
cluster.
it's like, the rewards aren't really worth the effort of forcing 24 people on the game at certain time zones, at certain places in time.
True.
Like, if war was just even twice a week, like, there's just so much, because you have to get on and raid every day. You have to get on now and Crucible 3 days a week.
2 hours and 25 minutes. Remember we
Yeah.
talked about that the other day.
And just adding war, and that's so cookie cuttered into these days, which you could plan ahead, but again, not all wives and families are as accommodating as we are.
Yeah. But lately I've been like, I want to go do something else. Like,
Yeah.
why do I have to do these? Like, there's other things I want to do. I have to play all these different nodes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't
Yeah,
want
it's kind of nice with the Spotlight raid not having to do any. Okay, get on, I send my 2 nodes, alright, I'm done. Don't have to do those anymore.
Yeah, because he can send the other ones.
Yeah.
I'm in a lane where it's just my accounts and I can't send. So I got to either build them, which I don't want to build, or I got to play them. And by playing them, because of the level I have it in, I got to go in, do 5 attacks, and then lose out, and then go back in and do 5 attacks. Lose out, go back
You
in,
need a
do
lane
5
partner to
attacks.
switch your accounts.
Yeah, but I don't want to
Sharing.
put other people out and have them in the same situation. I'd rather deal with it. It's frustrating. It's like,
Mine's only like
why do I have to
1.8,
upgrade
and
this
it can
team?
sim. It sims everything. I think it's a 1.8.
Yeah, mine aren't that big.
I simmed all the way through to the boss nodes on skill.
I tried today on the first Spider Society, and I lost. Tried to send. This is the first day, because I had 285 raid health things.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, alright, let's just try it.
You don't
And
want to know how many of those I have.
yeah, I probably don't. But yeah, I lost. And so I was just like, well, shit. I don't know what size I gotta have him at. And I mean, I have Pav at 100. He's not quite year 19 yet, but he will be. But everybody else at 95 in the max year they could be, year 18. So I don't understand why I can't get through it on 7. Doesn't make any sense.
Maybe you got the anti-cheat code. Others get the
They have Mephisto on
sim
their side.
codes, and you don't get the sim.
Maybe. I don't
You
know.
know, it really makes you wonder if they're, what behind the scenes could they be A/B testing?
Right.
Worse RNG, less simming. Will he spend more? Will he do this? Will
Yeah,
he
it
do
seems
that?
like every few days it's super hard.
Yeah.
Like even like the Bifrost, like
Mhm.
I'll lose with
Incursions.
them like every other couple days.
Mhm.
It's just like, oh, it's one of those days. All right.
Yep, same with tech. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, tech too. Yeah, one of those days. Yeah.
I mean, I get RNG, but there's a point where it's like, this isn't RNG. This is stealth buffs. Something in the background they're working on that carries over because they're cookie cutter code.
Yeah. The funniest part though is when we were doing 2.2, then we moved back to 2.1.
Yeah.
I was autoing on 2.2 or simming,
Mm-hmm.
and then 2.1 all of a sudden I'm losing.
Yeah.
I mean, how the hell does that happen? I was able to sim in 2, and now I can't sim in 1?
Because you're too powerful for
Because
the
it's too
teams,
powerful.
probably.
Right, and like I was telling like Too Silly and a couple of the other ones, you're too strong, and so they're dying before Val gets a chance to revive whoever dies.
Yeah.
And so you're not getting that turn. And it's the same thing with Extreme. Like, they're dying before Forge can revive. And it's like, well, shit. Pegasus, same thing. Dying before Rescue can revive. Same kind of stuff. All of those have those revive mechanics. Even Hive Mind has the 1 revive from Red Goblin.
Mm-hmm. But you got to get there. And some
Spider
of those
Society's
teams
the only one without a revive.
Yeah. And some of them are just so slow that good luck ever even getting there.
Yeah. But no, it's just kind of weird going down and then losing. It's just,
Yeah.
It's strange. So now we're back up at 2.2. I bet if we went up to 2.3, I bet we could sim and actually pass it.
Maybe. I don't
Just
know.
saying. I don't know if I want
I don't
to.
know that everybody would be ready for that. There's a few that aren't even ready for what we're currently doing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. All in all, it's still pretty decent regardless of the crap events and the boosted release of these tunes. It seems like there's one a week these days, but then the events are so far apart that they're unlocks.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to do one a week with this team because there's not a legendary to take up that gap week.
Yeah, I don't know. The next one starts the 21st, which is next week, so it's
right.
like bam, 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 and then I don't know when.
Let's say like the next week they do that and they release Sasquatch.
Mm-hmm. Next Sasquatch is 21st.
Well, who's your fourth one? Like, who else are you gonna do? There's a gap.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking
that's
they're
when
probably
I guess
gonna.
North Star, the event would be out.
Right. So I think what they're probably gonna do is they'll probably wait and then have like Sasquatch on a Thursday to kind of spread that out a little
the
bit.
21st, whenever that is.
Is
that Wednesday? Wednesday or Thursday?
Today's the 15th?
Yeah.
Is it?
Monday.
16th is Monday?
The 18th is Tuesday because it's my dentist appointment.
So the 21st, so you say the 21st is Saturday, so they're going to release them on the Saturday?
I don't know, I swore it said the 21st.
The release of Sasquatch?
I don't know, something starts the 21st. Too many dates, too many numbers.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they're going to do the old push and kind of give a little bit of a gap.
It should be the next patch coming up too.
One would think.
I don't know. I don't know. My mind was like, oh well, it's February. They should be, but no, we're in
we don't
June.
really have a who's next as far as team.
No.
There's been nothing. Not even
I'm sure
in the blog.
There is, but it's not released to public knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the vampires aren't out for a little while.
Yeah, that'll probably be October. So you normally say 6 months.
Will they have July, the month of independence, and just let us do what we want to do and gear up our tunes and not have releases?
I think that would hurt their bottom line too much.
Yeah.
Fiscal year, I don't know what they go by that, but that ends in June.
Yeah, that's why the furry one that everybody voted for the highest is going to be the last one right before fiscal end.
Yeah.
That's why. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what they do. I'll probably have Iron Patriot blitzes and, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Captain America stuff.
Yeah, thinking Captain America. I'm thinking, Iron Patriot would be another good one, even though he's a villain. Peggy. I think they just did work for Peggy, though.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. I thought so. But yeah, it would, like she said, it's been alright despite the events and the weird way they're kind of like this force feeding us into doing certain things, like saving your energy to do the energy, and saving your ISO to do these ISO
and back-to-back ISO spending, and back-to-back campaign, and
start buying your encouraging energy,
right.
At least at 50. I buy the 50 core, 150 core of encouraging energy every day. I'm just slowly saving it up because there'll be another one. There'll be one.
And then now there's a core spending event, but then I'm not going to have any cores to spend on campaign energy and everything else for the next one. But
I'm just doing my normal energy.
Way.
Yeah.
No, I'm too far away from the next milestone, so I gave up. I'm like, nah, I'm not.
You have 2 days left.
Yeah, but I was like 20,000 points away from it. I'm like, there's no way I'm getting
20,000? Yeah, that's
like
5,000 energy. That's a lot.
It was a ways away, and I'm like, I finished the web milestone. You're not getting maybe, I think it's 500 a day you get.
Oh yeah, I gotta do Blitz
in the web store. So I'm like,
I got one more Blitz. I can finish that. I just got the Logan piece on one account out of the 4 that do that. So I don't Blitz at all on my beginner account, not one bit. So that's one of the caveats for that. Shoot, I didn't even log in yesterday for that account, to be honest. I lost my streak again. That's twice this last week I lost my streak on that account. Sorry, Andrew Vance. I apologize. Sorry, Blade. Sorry, Ethan is cool.
And it's right there. Oh, it's not on your computer.
Blaze
it's on
and
a tablet.
Cool. Yeah, it's on a tablet. I don't have it on my computer, BlueStacks. So, because I don't have it attached to a Google. I only have it to a Scopely ID. So.
Fun times.
Yeah, it happens. But it's alright. I did more war attacks today, though. I did more war attacks the last one, too. I took out just a half a bridge and said, okay, I did my part. You guys can have the rest. But then today I took out, I think it was half of an armory. I was like, alright, I did my part. You guys can have the rest. So, just kind of pick a team and take it.
Yeah, I would have thought they would have done a little bit more for Father's Day.
Yeah, Peter.
I mean, I think Mother's Day, didn't we have a full
Olympics.
calendar with a whole shit ton of ladies in
Well,
it?
I mean, women are important. That's
like there are
why.
5 of them.
Guys just like leave as soon as the baby's born. That's that's what they put down there.
But the majority of the players that play this game are men, according to all these people. There's no,
right.
There's
They
hardly
probably
any
don't want to
women
remember.
that play this game.
There's probably a good majority of them probably don't even want to remember their dads, or they don't know who they are. So it's whatever. But
I don't know. But
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just talking out my ass.
It's just biased. It's weird.
Maybe
they were trying to kiss women's ass and be like, hey,
well,
women, look at what we do for women.
Have you seen some of them? I mean, I would want to kiss them too. I kiss yours every chance I get. Yeah. But it's it's kind of interesting. You get just Peter Whippet shirts, and that's it, really. I'm sure there'll be something else out tomorrow.
Or on Monday, you know.
Or on Monday, the day after.
Right.
Happy belated Father's Day.
Because they don't know what a calendar is, I don't think.
I don't know, I'll have to ask Walt, see what we got for tomorrow.
Right? Because even the monthlies, when are they going to actually get a calendar or a monthly thing that lines up with the actual days of the month?
Yeah.
Like some of them carry over, and
that's the other thing too. Is Father's Day, is it recognized worldwide, or is it just in U.S. of A.?
I don't know.
You Canadians, is it?
It's probably worldwide, but it's I think different days because I think Mother's Day is in the UK.
Well, Mom's Day is every day, so it doesn't really count.
Yes.
That's every day.
But there is, I remember.
Dads only get one day, so which day is it?
I don't know.
So you in Canada, you in Europe, you in Mexico, you in Puerto Rico, wherever you are, when is your Father's Day? Do you have one? Padres Day, whatever. Poppy's Day.
Because I know Thanksgiving is different in Canada. That's a totally different. I think that's like during the summer or something.
It's called like weird. Boxing Day or something like that. I know they have like a Canadian. I don't know. I don't want to say things I don't really know. I swear they have a Canadian Thanksgiving though, because I remember Sam just tell me something about that. We had Thanksgiving today. I was like, what? I was like, yeah. Like, what? But yeah, isn't it like Boxing Day or something is our Thanksgiving or something like that? I don't know. I can't remember.
That is a thing, but I don't know if that's what they're considered Thanksgiving.
Educate me, people in chat. Educate me. I like learning. Learning is fun.
And that's another thing. This is a worldwide game. Why don't they celebrate more? I mean, they did Lunar New Year's that one time, and it wasn't the greatest of events. It was a cash grab.
Yeah.
But there isn't really a whole lot of inclusivity.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder how many of these uneducated countries, I'm just going to say it that way instead of another way, got upset that we had a pride thing this month.
Oh, I got where you're going. I was like, wait a second, are you offending countries?
Like,
no, you're calling them what they are, bigots.
Yeah,
I understand.
Trying to say it in the
imbeciles,
PC way.
ignorant
But
people.
yeah, how many people got all pissed off about that? Like, you know, there's people who play this game that are upset about Dormammu and Mephisto and they're the devil and whatnot.
Yeah.
Do you not unlock these tunes because they're gay and you're against that?
Yeah, you and Iran.
Like,
how do you feel about Iceman and America Chavez?
I mean, it's just weird. It's a video game and your bigotry runs that deep that you are offended by a video game.
Some people.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
like, I don't agree with the baby chucking, but it is what it is. I gotta do it. I just don't watch him play. I hit auto and I walk away. Like, I just don't watch it.
Yeah, I got that out of my system. I don't agree with the mechanics of it. It just takes too long. It's just having invaders again.
Oh my god, their animations are
Animations are forever. It's just not for me. I don't like it. I mean, the assists are kind of cool. I kind of like the off-target attack from Noir. I like the AoE plus a stun from Penny. And I like Pav, his 2 different chain attacks that just go all over the place. But I'm not a fan of the slow animations. I don't like the fact that I can't just turn them off. But when I do turn them off, I can't see who I'm targeting because they all go invisible.
Oh, like, yeah, that weird.
When you have that glitch, they just all go invisible.
But that's how I beat. What was it? Was it the Old Man Logan one? Mephisto, yeah. Because I was having a hell of a time passing it at whatever level it was that I was passing it.
It went all
last
glitchy
note
glitch.
And it went glitchy, and I was like, oh, Well, okay.
I won.
Yeah, couldn't pass it before the glitch. I was dying, but now all of a sudden, no animations.
Yeah.
Everybody melted, and I'm standing there victory, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. That's nice.
Right.
I'll take it. How do I get that permanently in game?
Yeah, those kinds of things.
What did I do? How can I recreate?
Who you're targeting, you have to
Yeah.
target specific people. It kind of sucks.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Hopefully everyone out there had a good Father's Day.
Yeah, this will be out Wednesday.
Yep.
We got the other one scheduled, so it'll be out Wednesday.
Yeah, I made a really cool Deadpool holding the baby Batman to put on Discord for all the fathers.
Oh, I saw that one. Yeah,
I
that's
sent
cute.
you the sticker version.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
Yeah.
cute. Yeah, and then, so those of you that are watching this video, put in comments what the special additive is for this one. We had one for the last one, so.
We did, but I'll have to find something for this one. Maybe I'll put the Deadpool in there.
Oh, no, you're just saying it. Not supposed to say it. You're supposed to put it in comments.
But it would be before I even said this. They wouldn't know.
No, well, now you gotta put something different.
Or maybe I would have beeped that and it would have been like, I'll put that, and it would have quacked.
Oh, so we can just start that over right now.
Who knows?
So those of you in chat, you can put down what you saw that might be different from the last video that was in this one.
Yeah. And what was in the last one? What was new in the last one? It should be dropping on Monday.
Yeah.
Finished it this morning. I got up at the ass crack of dawn and was like, okay, what do I do?
You
I'm
did. You were up
bored.
at like the same time as me.
Yep, and it was done editing and uploaded to YouTube by 10:30, 11 o'clock. I don't even know.
Yeah, something like that. By the way, it's done.
And that was after I decided, after Atlantic Water Mall food, I had to read what else that was coming up with because,
It's
like,
goofy.
what the hell do you think we say?
It's just goofy.
But anyway, sorry, this one was not all Marvel Strike Force.
No, it's actually kind of cool that it is. Try to branch out. I mean, it's some content. Some content.
Conversation with people, so they get to know us better and understand my multiple personalities.
Yeah, here's your content for the day. Don't punch up 1 million with Underworld into Mercs for Money and More.
Oh, that does sound like a bad idea.
Yeah, it didn't work. There you go. There's your content for the day. So you learn to work on her. Well, war not to counter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't use hand to use it against anything in war.
No. And
Unless it's a shield officer team and your hand team is like 50k.
and we went over this a little last time. Invaders are trash and they can't barely beat a 200k Black Order
At a million.
at a million. But again, I ended up winning and I was still in full health, but all it would have taken would have been a little extra tickle to one tune and he would have been dead, and it would have been sideways very rapido.
Yeah.
I should have used somebody else.
Invaders
but
are trash.
they are.
Don't use them.
But
Period.
I was being a smartass, being like, haha, your Black Order's so minuscule and teeny weeny, like Sam Juice's wee wee. But, you know, hey, Invaders can kick its ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, everybody else makes fun of him, so I might as well get my digs in there too for once.
True. True. Yeah.
He's a good guy, I don't know why you guys pick on him.
Because it's fun.
Yeah. That just felt mean. It felt wrong saying
It shouldn't have felt wrong. It should have felt so right.
No. He's
Yeah.
a Canadian, he's nice.
What? What is that? He's what? How?
I don't know.
Just because? That's placism.
He's only ever been nice to me.
That's countryism.
He acknowledges my big D and bows down to it.
Well, I mean, you gotta get on your knees. But thank you for listening. We appreciate it. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a cohort, tell a colleague, tell an alliance person. We try to do this 3 times a week and have it out to you guys. And we have fun doing it. So please put in the comments what you want us to talk about so we can have fun answering your questions. And
Which one
hopefully
of
you're
my
having a good time.
personalities do you want to meet next week?
Oh my gosh, yeah, sometimes, man. I know ones I don't, so.
Oh, and there's 10 o'clock because my lights just went off.
Yeah. But until next time, I'm Viz.
I'm Sable.
And peace.